Hello students, in this video I will solve some important questions related to limits and derivative chapter, that is from first PUC NCERT book. See, the first is problems based on direct substitution. That means we can evaluate limits directly by substituting x equal to the given values. The first question is, see, limit extending to 1 x cube minus x square plus 1. Take x is equal to 1, so that you will get 1 cube, that is 1 minus 1 square plus 1. So it's equal to 1 cube is 1 minus 1 square is 1 plus 1 plus 1 minus 1 get cancels. So answer is equal to 1. The second question, limit extending to 3 x into x plus 1. So substitute x is equal to 3 here, we will get 3 into 3 plus 1. So that 3 into 3 plus 1, 4, its value is equal to 12. Next question, limit extending to 1 x square plus 1 by x plus 100. Take x value is equal to 1, so that 1 square plus 1 divided by 1 plus 100, it's equal to 1 plus 1 is 2 divided by 101. Okay. Next is limit extending to 3 x plus 3. In this case, take x is equal to 3, so that I can take 3 plus 3, its value is equal to 6. Next, limit extending to 4, 4x plus 3 divided by x minus 2. Take x value is equal to 4 here, so 4 into 4 plus 3 divided by, here x value is 4, so 4 minus 2, it's equal to 4 4s are 16 plus 3 divided by 2, so that value will be equal to 19 divided by 2. Next, limit extending to minus 1, x to the power 10 plus x to the power 5 plus 1 divided by x minus 1. So here I need to substitute x value equal to minus 1. So it's equal to minus 1 to the power 10 plus minus 1 to the power 5 plus 1 divided by x value is minus 1. It's equal to, see, minus 1 to the power even number, value will be plus 1, minus 1 to the power odd number, value will be minus 1. Then plus 1 will be remaining, divided by minus 1, you get minus 2. Again plus 1 minus 1 get cancels. So answer will be equal to minus 1 by 2. The second type of problems is problems based on factorization method. So we are using factorization method to simplify the equation because we are getting 0 by 0 form. So see the first question, limit extending to 2 x cube minus 4x square plus 4x divided by x square minus 4 is there. Take the question, limit extending to 2. In the first numerator, I will take x outside. So remaining x square minus 4x plus 4 divided by, here x square minus 4 can be written as 2 square. Now see, we have the formula a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b, and a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. By observing these two formulas, see, given question can be written as limit extending to 2 x into x square minus 4x plus 4 is nothing but x minus 2 whole square. If we expand x minus 2 whole square using a minus b whole square formula, you will get the same thing. Divided by, see, this is in the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. Then see, it's equal to limit extending to 2 x into, here see 2 times x minus 2 is there, denominator 1 time x minus 2 is there, so 1 x minus 2 will be get cancelled, so remaining thing is x into x minus 2 divided by x plus 2. Okay, now substitute the limits. It's equal to x value, here we need to take it as 2 into 2 minus 2 divided by 2 plus 2, so that 2 minus 2 is 0, 0 into 2 divided by 4, 0 by 4 will get, it's equal to 0 itself. So limit value is equal to 0. Why we are doing factorization method? Because if you substitute x is equal to 2 directly here, see, we'll get x cube, 2 cube is 8 minus 2 square is 4, 4 into minus 4 is minus 16, and again see 4 into 2 is equal to plus 8 divided by 4 minus 4. See, plus 16 minus 16, that's equal to 0, divided by 4 minus 4 is 0. Whenever 0 by 0 form comes, we need to first solve the given question, later we can substitute the value. You can get the form like a by 0, then we can write it as limit does not exist because denominator 0. Or if you are getting 0 by a, then we can write limit value is equal to 0. But both the numerator and denominator, to apply the limit, first we need to simplify the given question, later only we can take the limit values. See the second question, limit extending to 2 x square minus 4 divided by x cube minus 4x square plus 4x. Its question is similar to the previous question, but only the numerator and denominator changed, right? So here we can take it as a limit extending to 2, again using the previous formulas, x square minus 4 can be written as x square minus 2 square divided by, from the denominator take x outside, so that x square minus 4x plus 4 will be remaining. In the next step, see, it's equal to limit extending to 2 x square minus 2 square can be written as x plus 2 into x minus 2. We saw that in the previous problem, right? A square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b divided by denominator, see, x into x square minus 4x plus 4 is nothing but the expansion of x minus 2 whole square. In the next step, see, here 1x minus 2, denominator 2 times x minus 2, we can cancel the x minus 2 in the numerator. So the remaining thing is, see, limit extending to 2 x plus 2 divided by x into x minus 2. Now take x value is equal to 2, so that 2 plus 2 divided by 2 into 2 minus 2. So 4 by 2 minus 2 is 0, 0 into 2 is 0. See, we got 4 by 0, we know, right? Whenever the denominator is 0, the limit value is not defined. So we can write the conclusion as, therefore, limit does not exist. Okay, limit does not exist. Very simple reason, because denominator is equal to 0 means value is not defined. See the next question, limit extending to 2 x cube minus 2x square divided by x square minus 5x plus 6. Take directly x value is equal to 2, so that here you will get, see, 2 cube is 8 minus 2 into 2 square is 4, 8 minus 8 divided by 2 square is 4 minus 10 plus 6. See, 8 minus 8 is 0 divided by plus 10 minus 10, again 0. See, it is a 0 by 0 form. So we can't apply limit directly. For that reason, first we need to simplify the given question. So we can write it as a limit extending to 2. Here you can observe, first sum x cube is there, and here second sum x square is there, so that I can keep x square outside. So the remaining term here x minus 2 divided by, you can observe denominator is a quadratic equation. we need to factorize that quadratic equation. For that reason, see, x square minus 5x plus 6x is there. While multiplying, we need to get 6. But adding, we need to get the value minus 5. I need to take two numbers such that multiplying the two numbers, I need to get plus 6. Adding the two numbers, I need to get minus 5. By this, we can say that numbers are minus 2 and minus 3. Because see, minus 2 minus 3 will get minus 5. And minus 2 into minus 3, its value is equal to plus 6. So we can write it as x square splitting minus 5 as minus 3x minus 2x plus 6. In the next step, see, it's equal to limit extending to 2 x square into x minus 2 divided by, take this as first term and this is a one more group, so that here I can keep x outside, so that I can write it as x into x minus 3. To get x minus 3 inside the bracket, here I need to keep minus 2 outside. So minus 2 into here I can write it as x minus 3. So in the next step, see, it's equal to limit extending to 2 x square into x minus 2 divided by, common term is x minus 3. Here x minus 3, x minus is there. Keep that x minus 3 outside. So the remaining term is x minus 2. Now see, numerator x minus 2, denominator x minus 2 get cancelled. So the remaining term is limit extending to 2 x square divided by x minus 3. Now take x value equal to 2, so that you will get 2 square divided by 2 minus 3, so that 4 divided by 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So answer will be minus 4. See the next question. Limit extending to 2 3x square minus x minus 10 divided by x square minus 4. If you substitute limit value directly as 2, 3 fourths I will get 12 minus 2 minus 10 plus 12 minus 12, it's equal to 0. Denominator, see, 2 square is 4 minus 4. Clearly it's equal to a 0 by 0 form. So we need to simplify the numerator and the denominator, so that we can cancel some terms. Later we can apply the limits. So we can rewrite it as limit extending to 2. Again, see, we need to factorize this one. See, multiplying a to c value, that is, if you multiply a to c, you will get minus 30. So I need to find two numbers such that multiplying I need to get minus 30, but adding I need to get minus 1. Okay, so find two numbers, product is minus 30 and the addition, their sum is equal to minus 1. We can take, see, 6 and 5. 6 into 5 is 30, but it's not minus 30, so I'll take minus 6, because minus 6 into 5 is equal to minus 30, and if you add minus 6 plus 5, we'll get minus 1. So I can factorize it as 3x square minus 1 can be written as minus 6x minus 5x. Okay, we need to take plus 5x and minus 10 divided by x square minus 4 can be written as x square minus 2 square. In the next step, see, it's equal to limit extending to 2. Okay, take common terms outside. Here 3x square is there, here 6x is there, so that I can keep 3x outside. So remaining term is, see, x minus 2 will be remaining. Here plus 5 into x minus 2 divided by x square minus 2 square. Again recall that formula, a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b into a minus b, so that x square minus 2 square can be written as x plus 2 into x minus 2. The next step, see, limit extending to 2. Here x minus 2 and here also x minus 2 is there, so that I can keep x minus 2 outside. Remaining sum is 3x plus 5 divided by x plus 2 into x minus 2. See, numerator x minus 2, denominator x minus 2 get cancels. So the remaining sum is limit extending to 2, 3x plus 5 divided by x plus 2. So take x value is equal to 2, so that we'll get 3 into 2 plus 5 divided by 2 plus 2, so that 3 into 2 is 6 plus 5 divided by 4. So answer will be 11 divided by 4.